Hi, it's Miss Parrott, and this is the next in the AP Bio Equations Explained video series. Today we're going to be looking at the different types of population growth. The AP Bio formula and equation sheet has 3 different types of population growth: basic, exponential, and logistic. We're going to break down the equations, their variables, and work some practice problems. So first, just basic population growth. You're going to see population growth written as dn over dt. N is the population, t is time. But what is d? If we look here at the variable description, it says change in. So dn is change in population and dt is change in time. But what does d have to do with change? Well, lowercase d actually symbolizes delta. In chemistry and physics, you often see the capital delta, which looks like a triangle, and that means change in those contexts. So here you're just seeing delta, which represents change, as the lowercase d. So change in population equals births, B is for births, minus deaths in our basic population growth model. In an exponential growth model, which is when the conditions are basically unlimited resources, unlimited space, no sickness, no predators, like everything's great. To find that, you're going to multiply R max. Now, the formula sheet defines R max as the maximum per capita growth rate of a population. So you may see it written in a question as R max equals blank, or you may see the per capita growth rate of the population is, and you'll have to know that that's R max. So R max times N. Again, N is the population size. Then we have logistic growth. Logistic growth happens when there are limits on the environment. So logistic, limited. They both start with L. So when there is a limited amount of space, a limited amount of food, water, places to live, there are predators, there is disease, there are factors in the environment that might slow a population's growth. So in that case, we would use dn over dt equals, starts the same as exponential, R max times n, times k, which is the carrying capacity, or the maximum number of individuals that environment can hold. So the carrying capacity minus the population, n is the number of individuals in that population, divided by the carrying capacity. Let's work some examples. So this first one is pretty straightforward. In a population of ground squirrels over 1 year, there are 120 births and 45 deaths. Calculate the net population growth. So we're going to take, this is our basic population growth formula, and we're trying to figure out our dn for the year, our change in time, our time period there is 1 year, so we're going to put that there. So births is 120 minus 45. 45 is the deaths. And then, right, we just, again, as always, use the calculator that you plan to use on the actual exam so that you're familiar with it. So the answer is 75. So the change in population, calculate the net population growth, is an increase, positive 75 squirrels or individuals. So answers to basic population growth isn't going to be a rate. It's going to be like an actual number of squirrels. So there you go. In this case, it's in that year. All right. Next, exponential growth. A little more complicated. Here's an example. A bacteria population has an R max of 0.3 and an initial population size of 500 cells. Calculate the population increase dn over dt at this point. So now this time, the problem gave you that population increase is dn over dt. But it might just say calculate the population increase. So you'll need to know that this means the same. All right, here's the formula for exponential growth. R max, which our formula gave us as 0.3. Our problem gave us was 0.3. And n, our population size, is 500 cells. So now we're going to do 0.3 times 500. Always do your calculations twice just to be sure. And that's going to be 150 cells. So 150 cells. All right. Next, let's look at a logistic growth problem. Now, it's important to note that logistic growth, the population growth rate, slows as it approaches the carrying capacity. So again, population, that's N, will slow down as it approaches the carrying capacity. We're going to look at graphs of all of these in just a second. Here's the problem. A population of deer has an R max of 0.2. A population, or N, equals 400, and K equals 1,000. Again, K is carrying capacity. Calculate the population increase at this time. So, here's our formula. dn over dt equals R max times N times, in our parentheses, carrying capacity minus population over carrying capacity. So I've gone ahead and plugged those in. 0.2. And then our N equals 400. K is 1,000. So we're going to put that here and here. And then again, N is 400. Be sure you're plugging the right number in the right place. I'd say, though the math is not actually tricky on this, it's just arithmetic. What's tricky is being sure you're putting the right number in the right spot. So now let's calculate. So 0.2 times 400 equals 80. All right. And so I'm going to do that times, 1,000 minus 400 is 600. 600 divided by 1,000 is 6 over 10, or 0.6. So times 0.6. And if you want to do that in your calculator just to be double sure, please do. So 0.6 times 80 equals 48 deer. So our population increase at that time is increasing by 48 deer. Now, yes, these numbers can be negative. Populations can decrease if that's what the numbers are showing. So don't get weirded out if you get a negative number, as long as everything makes sense. You probably shouldn't get a negative number on an exponential growth, since those graphs, they have unlimited resources. All right, so let's practice. In this one, we don't know what to use. So it says a population of rabbits has an N of 200, population size, an R max of 0.01. Ooh, that means we're either going to be using exponential or logistic equation. And K equals 1,000. Ooh, it has K, so this gives us a hint that we may be using the logistic. Now, I've gone ahead and put up here, using the logistic growth equation, calculate population change. But there's no guarantee that the AP Bio exam will tell you what equation to use. But if you have N, R max, and K, that's a strong hint that you need to use the logistic equation. So again, that equation, these are found on the second page of the AP Bio formula sheet, is dn over dt, equals R max N times K minus N over K. All right, let's plug in. R max is 0.1. N is 200. K is 1,000 minus 200 divided by not 2,000, sorry, 1,000. All right, now let's just put it in our calculator. 0.1 times 200 equals 20. And then 1,000 minus 200 is 800. 800 over 1,000 is 0.8. So 0.8 times 20 equals 16. So our population increase at this point is 16 rabbits. So we can say that. And the closer we get to K, so the closer, right now N is pretty far from K. But if this were, say, 800, and then we did 20 times 0.2, we'd have a much smaller number. So see, as N approaches K, your number gets smaller. All right. Now, just to kind of recap, AP exam questions are going to ask you to perhaps calculate, to graph, or to interpret a graph using these three population models. B minus D, that's our most basic, births minus deaths. In an exponential situation, that means we have unlimited resources, and if you were to graph it, you would see a J-shaped curve that's just going up and up and up and not stopping. In a logistic growth model, we do have limited resources. And so you're going to see this more S-shaped curve where it starts off exponential, but then as the population reaches K, or the carrying capacity, that population growth is going to slow down and eventually stop. And in reality, it's going to wiggle around that line, but you'll see a basic S shape. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment or an emoji below. If you're a teacher, check out my Teachers Pay Teachers store, Know and Grow with Gnomes, for resources that go with this video. Keep learning and keep growing. We'll see you next time.